It's ORIHIME speculation time. To start things off, I think she will be a 3-star ease of use character. I've taken the liberty of doing a little mock-up stat spread as well, and there's 2 ways I think her stats might be spread. No matter what, I think her attack power is going to be as low as it possibly can. It's hard to tell here, but this I have at the first notch. Same with her speed. I think she's going to be a very weak and a very slow character, but I think she is going to be a zoner with either maxed out or one before maxed out range. I think she's going to be a tank as well with either maxed out or one before maxed out durability. And then I think she will be extremely special skills oriented too, with either maxed out or one before maxed out special skills. I honestly am leaning more towards her being all the way maxed out with special skills and defense, with maybe 1 notch before maxed out on reach, because she is a zoner. She has to be a zoner. I don't think they're going to go the goofy route with her just flailing around for her attacks. I think that they're going to use her, I think it's called the Sun Rika. I think they're going to use that to its fullest capabilities for her moveset. And speaking of her moveset, the first thing I want to go over is her signature skill. So I'm going to be doing this in the order they normally do it for the trailers. So for her signature skill, I think she's going to use her Koten Zanshun to attack, and I honestly think that this is going to work by her throwing this signature skill out, and if it lands, it does damage, and if on hit you hold the button down, you can hold them in place for a second. I think it'll also be able to nullify 1 projectile, but it's going to cost you the actual signature skill itself. It's not going to nullify it and keep going through, because if I'm remembering correctly, she's tried to throw this out at Soul Reapers before, and when they first invaded the Serete, literally she tried to attack somebody and he just sliced her, he sliced her fairy in half. Or not in half, but he gave it a really good amount of damage and she wasn't even able to use it anymore. So I think that this is going to work in a very similar way. And because of that, I think we may actually see her with a unique specification for her signature skill as well. So I'm going to call this like, I'm going to call it the Koten Zanshun stock. So she will have 1 stock of the Koten Zanshun, and if you throw it out successfully and it comes back, you'll get reloaded immediately. But if you throw it out and somebody hits it, it will be on a cooldown that you may be able to do something about with her second spiritual pressure technique, which we will go over in just a second. After that, I think her first spiritual pressure technique is going to be her shield, Santen Keshun. And with this, I think she'll be able to use Santen Keshun to block attacks without losing guard meter for a certain amount of time. And I think she will be able to be mobile in this, like we see in the footage that I'm showing. Shout out to the footage from the Shattered Blade Bleach game on the Wii from back in the day, because as I was doing research for how I think that ORIHIME is going to play, it just really kept popping up with a lot of Shattered Blade gameplay. So shout out to them for that. I think that this will have a unique specification with it as well. I think that this will have its own meter that gradually goes down over time and as you hit it. So pretty much I think it'll be able to take 3 attacks before completely busting, and then it will be able to stay up for a short amount of time, maybe like 10 seconds, before it completely depletes on its own as well. And like I said, I think she'll be able to be mobile with this shield up, just like she was in the Shattered Blade, and I think she'll be able to attack around it. And I think it will serve as kind of like super armor, to be completely honest, where you have to break through her shield before you can even worry about her guard gauge. You have to break through her shield, and then from there she can choose to guard, or she can choose to try to attack you, depending if she can poise through the hits or not. I'm assuming she'll be able to poise through hits if she has the shield up, just given previous games, and just that's how it works. That's literally how it works in the show. But if you guys think differently, definitely let me know in the comments below. For her second spiritual pressure technique, I think we are going to see her use her Soten Kishun. I think she's going to use this by enveloping herself in a shield that heals over time, and it can possibly block 1 attack if somebody does hit you while you pull this out. Say you have the shield over yourself like how it shows in the gameplay, but then they use their flash step to try to interrupt you. You wouldn't get the full heal off, but you would still be protected from that one attack they hit you with, and it would just bust the shield that was healing you. I think it might work in that kind of way. And it's probably just going to be a quick heal, kind of like how Ukiyora's heal is. I don't think it'll be anything super duper crazy, but I think this will have very, very good synergy if she does have a signature skill with stocks to it, like how Soifon's Ankin has stocks. Because say you do throw your signature skill out and somebody rejects it, like they hit it and it goes on cooldown, and then you pop your spiritual pressure technique too, I think that that would act as healing Koten Zanshin as well, so you would get that cooldown back immediately if somebody did hit your signature skill out of the air. So I think that that might have some dual utility to it, just depending on how crazy they want to go. And this is exactly why I gave her a 3-star ease of use, because there is a lot going on with her in my head. I don't know if any of this will actually come to fruition, so once again, just theory crafting. Lastly, for her awakening, I am going to call it the complete Shun Rika. So I know this is technically from a filler arc, but what she did was envelop herself in her Shun Rika, have a shield in front of her, and she was able to just tank everything that Rukia was throwing at her. So the way I think that her awakening will work is it will give her increased guard meter recovery speed, increase her defense, increase her spiritual pressure recovery as well, so her EX meter will build faster. The shield, I think it'll make it so it doesn't decrease over time, if that is a thing. Like say when she pops it out before her awakening and it decreases over time, I think it'll make it so the shield is out permanently unless you break it. And then on top of that, I also think it will buff the shield to take twice as much damage. So maybe it goes from 3 hits to 6, or maybe even just like 3 hits to 5, but I think it would be fair for it to go from 3 hits to 6 before breaking. And then there's 2 ways I think her healing factor might work with her awakening, maybe technically 3. So 1, when she goes into her awakening, she just gets her full Reishi back, which we've seen with some spiritual pressure techniques like Renji's. 2, it's a passive heal that's constantly going off, which I don't think they would do. That sounds kind of busted for a competitive fighting game, for something that has an install super that I'm assuming doesn't go away. So I don't think they would lean towards that. Or 3, it's some type of combination of the first 2, and it also buffs the heal that she gets with her spiritual pressure technique too. I think it will be a combination of buffing her spiritual pressure technique too, and also making her get health back when she goes into her complete Shun Rika awakening in the first place. Definitely let me know what you think, how you think she'll be able to play. Like I said, a lot of what I was thinking in my head ended up like being gameplay from the Shattered Blade. So it's interesting to see that this type of character literally is not crazy. Like, it's not like we're asking for anything insane, and I think that that leads to her being in the game even more so, because there are some people that think we won't get a playable ORIHIME, but with just how much we've seen her in the story, I don't think that that will be the case. But yeah, definitely let me know. If you like that one, leave a like, a comment, and subscribe. I had a lot of fun. I like this theory crafting. If you want me to try to craft another possible move set for your favorite character that we haven't seen yet, definitely let me know in the comments. Also, I say this in like every vid, join the Discord. What are you doing? The link is in the description. If you want to talk to me, if you want to talk to a lot of like-minded Bleach fans, or if you just want to talk about anything in general, join that Discord, because come January 1st, open invites are closed. You will only be able to join the Discord if you have a channel membership come January 1st. So make sure you guys get in now. It's been real. It's your boy, Lee, the Warlord, and I'm out of here. I will see you guys Monday with the Yamamoto trailer. Peace!
Fuck, I'm a gangsta.